pick up from where we left off.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Oh, those are nice. You are such a great artist. Wherever you are, Milton, I hope you're well. Okay. I guess we...
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Alright, so... Whoops. Go up there. I thought there would be something for Dawn. Because this is Dawn's area. Did I miss it?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Well, I'm just gonna
After he
continue
graduated,
moving
he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oops. Let's try that again. Whoops. Let's try that again. There we go.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, I love it though. Got your gaming setup. Wonderland Turbo.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
It's like a PlayStation 2 and a Super Nintendo put together. Got VHS. Got this little fridge. There's Finch nut contents. Got a pretty sweet setup, my dude. A pretty sweet setup. Theodore's quality cigars. Oh, there's still some weed. You can totally smoke that.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
began to okay. Let's what am on, what are we doing here?
Wander.
Oh, that's right. That's
I asked him to
awesome.
describe it. He said he started small.
Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky.
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Warlock.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Hi, friends.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay,
Good job, Lewis.
but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
Damn right. I'll make Lewis so gay.
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Look at that. Oh, whoops. Whoops. There we go. No!
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Ooh. That's Lewis's locker.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey man. I'm sorry. You look so mindless. Okay, so let's go up.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hey friends.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Hey there, Prince.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So he was 22. And so we just got Eddie and Don. Lewis, you were cool. Sorry you had to go out that way, though.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay, so I did miss Dawn. Hold up. Let me go back down real quick before we finish this. Hopefully I can still get there. I doubt it though. Backtracking. So, talking about each one. I think the most tragic ones is Lewis, Gregory, Walter, Calvin, and Barbara. I mean, each one is tragic in their own way. Damn, I don't think I can go back. Oh, wait. There we go. But, yeah, working at the cavalry and just losing your mind. And I think it's still beautiful what, the imagination that he went through, the journey that he went through. And it's just sad that his mind, it was at the price of his own sanity, you know? Oh, come on. And Gregory is because he was so young, you know? And he definitely deserved better. Gus went out the way he wanted to go out. Still tragic, but he did the thing that he enjoyed doing the most. And that is A-OK. Walter, however, finally got to get out and immediately gets hit by a train. And that's just sad, man. Super sad. Okay, so we're in but isn't that where Gregory was? Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, we're looking for Dawn. Yeah, this is Dawn. Okay, hold up. Let's see what happens. Dawn sweep trash, Gus mop one yard. Greg be a baby. Okay, yeah, and then I go up there. So got Gus. I think I just backtracked for nothing. I mean, on this. This isn't Dawn's? Was it the other area? No, but the other area... Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go up. And we're just gonna search the whole house. Cause yeah, I would think that there would be something here that can give me Dawn's story. There's the ship. That's the artist, Milton. Okay, well... I guess we're gonna complete the game without... Huh. Frack. We're just gonna... we're just gonna go up. There's nothing we can do there. And then from here, where did we end up going? Oh, right, we opened this door. Well, let's check around here real quick. Some cute drawings.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Okay. Here we go.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Hey.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Bye, Grandma.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh, Dawn Finch is the mom, right.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
And I am Edith, duh.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Hmm.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I was only 18 years old. Was it because of all the exploring she did at the house? And that she had complications during the pregnancy? James Sparrow. Shirley Dallas, 1948, 2013. Wow. I know it's a very short game. And it's mostly just story narratives, but it's just so creative, and I love all the stories, and there's something beautiful about life and death that you can see, even though it's depressing you can still find something beautiful out of it. Everything that was captured in each of these stories of this family, they all had such heart behind their characters. And that's why I appreciate this story, this game, so much. And I am so happy that I got to replay it. And for anyone who's watching, thanks for tagging along on this adventure with me. And I hope that you enjoyed it too and you got something out of it as well. Because if there's one thing that I've learned about this game, and that's why every so often I revisit it, is that life is short. And you should always be grateful of the things that you have in your life right now. Because you never know at any given moment when something could just take it away. Or you lose somebody that you love and care about. And that is going full circle on life and death. There's dreadful stories from Barbara Finch. So, if there's any takeaway that I would like for this video game, if you're somebody who is struggling with any kind of mental illness, or expressing yourself, or just know that you're not alone, and that there's somebody out there that truly cares about you and sees you, and don't give up. Don't give up. Because life is beautiful. There's beauty in life and existing. And that's how I want to wrap this video up. And even those who are no longer existing, they will still be remembered by memories, stories, pictures, videos, video games. There were so many creative outlets out there in sharing these beautiful stories. And I think more people should take the time to appreciate the work that these artists do. In loving memory, Lewis Finch, the Edith Finch team, 2012 to 2017. Oh, the end. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The replay is story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Well, thanks for tagging along with me on this journey. I will be having some more videos up very soon. And till next time, Gaz is out, and I hope you have an incredible day, or afternoon, or evening, or night, whatever time you're watching these videos. And until next time, ciao!